at the 18. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 22, Jackson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he will have a Ravens. They're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. In motion comes the tight end left. On 3rd down, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one. Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now they send a man in motion right. One more time with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On 1st down, it's Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And out across midfield down to the 45. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. In motion left goes a tight end. On second down, a run to Dobbins. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep, Ray McLeod. .157 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 61 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 30 on second down, Jackson flushed out right. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and he is going to lose yardage here. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And some room to work. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Well, you know what they say about the best laid plans, partner. I mean, this one was totally foiled. They played for the pass. The idea was if you want to run it, that's fine. We'll rally up and make the tackle. Except they didn't get it done.
Yeah, it was 3rd and long and a big run there. How about that? Second and 10. Now it's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. In motion right is Watkins. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple defenders in there to bring him down as this quarter comes to an end. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
On first down, Purdy. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson complete to Likely. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson quickly out to Watkins. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll go again with Dobbins. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
With the score, Niners 14, Ravens 7.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw is Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Now Jackson. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Slot man moves right. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. That flag. It backs the offense up a little bit. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. And the slot man goes in motion left. Jackson. He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Go ahead.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Throwing, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Jackson. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. An option handoff here to Dobbins. To the 27-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try to run with Dobbins. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the 4th quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Purdy to throw. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Charles, in these lower-scoring games, you know it better than anybody. Points are at such a premium, but taking care of the football is king. They played turnover-free from whistle to whistle, and they come through with a victory.
Yeah, and that's what won them the game, because even doing it that way, being that clean partner, they weren't able to really run away with this game. So that tells us just how important it was to make sure you played mistake-free football. That led to the victory.